Elliot Crane signs help me. He has a weapon while pretending to wipe his mouth, and Ava Reed realizes rich people see her as furniture. Yet tonight one of them is begging her to notice. Have you ever been trapped at work, smiling while your stomach drops? Comment, I've been there, if you know that feeling. Like and subscribe if you want stories where one small choice flips everything. Now let's go back to the moment Ava stepped into her shift thinking her biggest problem was tips. The double shift near Central Park started like any other Thursday night. Her feet already aching, her inhaler tucked in her apron pocket where she could reach it fast, and her phone buzzing with another rent reminder she couldn't afford to answer. Ava had learned American Sign Language back in Dayton to protect her deaf twin siblings, Milo and Maya. Because when the world refuses to hear you, you learn to speak without sound. Tonight, she figured the only language she needed was polite smiles and quick service. She was wrong. Booth 12 looked normal. Expensive suits, white napkins, a bread basket that smelled like warm garlic and butter. Two men sitting across from each other, one calm, one tense. Derek Sloan sat with his back to the wall, hands folded on the table like a man at peace. Elliot Crane sat facing the door, jaw tight, eyes darting. Ava stepped closer with her notepad, ready to recite specials, when Elliot's hands moved under the table. Help me. Her breath caught. She kept her smile. He has a weapon. Ava's mouth went dry even though the bread smelled perfect. She glanced at Derek. He smiled back at her like she was nothing, like she was wallpaper, furniture, invisible. Elliot's eyes locked on hers too long, felt intimate, dangerous, private, like he was asking her to see him when everyone else refused. Ava nodded once, barely, and pretended to adjust her pen. She scanned the table, napkins, water glasses, a black device in Derek's hand, half hidden by his sleeve, wired but not like a phone, not like anything normal. Ava finally spotted it clearly. Small, black, wired to bodies, not bullets. Her lungs tightened. Her inhaler stayed in her pocket. Her smile stayed on her face. And Elliot's hand signed one more time. Stay calm. Ava signs one word back. Understood. And Elliot almost breaks from relief. The device is tied to heart rates. If Derek drops or if Elliot spikes too high, everyone dies. The dining room is packed with strangers who came for anniversaries and birthdays, and one wrong move ends them all. Elliot's watch keeps buzzing. His body is betraying him in real time. Ava keeps smiling while her hands shake behind a menu. She must gather details without staring, without shaking, without triggering panic. She chooses service over escape. She refills water, places bread, acts normal, asks silent questions in ASL. When she leans in to adjust a glass, her fingers brush Elliot's knuckles. He flinches like touch means hope. Would you run or play along? Type run or stay. Ava sets the water pitcher down slowly, carefully, like her movements might detonate the room. She taps the edge of the table twice. A signal she learned waiting tables in Dayton. A way to say, I'm here. I'm listening without words. Elliot's shoulders drop half an inch. Relief. Real relief. The kind that happens when you realize you're not alone in the dark. Derek watches her like he's reading a book he already finished. His smile doesn't move. His hands stay folded. The device rests against his palm, small and black and deadly. Elliot signs again, slow and deliberate. Heart rate. Bomb. If I panic, we die. Ava's stomach flips. She nods once. Her hands move behind the menu, hidden from Derek's line of sight. How long? Elliot glances at his watch. The screen glows. His pulse reads 112. Too high. Climbing. Minutes. Maybe less. Ava forces herself to breathe. In through the nose. Out through the mouth. The way she does when her asthma creeps up and her chest tightens. She learned to fake calm when her body screamed panic. Tonight, that skill might save lives. She places the bread basket closer to Elliot. Her voice comes out steady, professional, like she's done this 1,000 times. Can I get you gentlemen anything else to start? Derek's eyes flick to her face. We're fine. Just water for now. Ava nods and turns, But Elliot's gaze follows her across the room. She feels it on her back. Protective. Exposed. Like he's asking her to stay alive for him too. She walks toward the service hallway, her legs shaking under her uniform, her heart pounding against her ribs. She passes another server and whispers, "VIP requests private sommelier. Booth 12. Now." The server frowns. "We don't have a." "Now." Ava snaps, and her voice cracks just enough to make it real. The maitre d' meets her in the hallway. Cold metal shelves. Plates clinking. Staff whispering. Ava speaks fast, low, urgent. "Man at booth 12. Device. Tied to heart rate. If we rush, everyone dies." The maitre d' stares at her like she just spoke a foreign language. Then his face changes. Training kicks in. He pulls out his phone and types fast. Ava doesn't wait. She grabs a tray, balances 3 waters, and walks back into the dining room like nothing happened. Like her stomach isn't dropping. Like her hands aren't shaking. She returns to the table. Derek's eyes track her hands, not her face. He watches every finger, every movement, every breath. Elliot signs under the table, hidden by the napkin. "Why me?" And Ava realizes Derek isn't just holding a bomb. He's holding a grudge, a vendetta. Revenge served cold in a fine dining restaurant where the staff is invisible and the guests never notice until it's too late. Elliot signs the reason Derek hates him. Past fraud. Ruined partnership. Revenge. Ava walks away smiling, and every step feels like it might be her last. She alerts the maitre d' using coded staff language, buying help without causing a scene. The service hallway is tight, cold metal shelves everywhere, staff whispering, plates clinking like tiny alarms. The first tactical lead wants to rush. Ava forces the key truth. Rushing kills everyone. Ava becomes the translator between panic and precision. She must be believed fast. Derek's patience is thin. He watches the room like he owns it. Elliot's gaze follows Ava across the room, protective and exposed. It feels like he's asking her to stay alive for him too. Have you ever had to stay calm for everyone else while you were falling apart? The tactical lead is young. Too young. His vest says NYPD, but his eyes say rookie. He leans in close, breath smelling like coffee and adrenaline, and whispers, "We breach in 30 seconds. Ava grabs his wrist. Hard. "No." He frowns. "Ma'am, we have protocol." "Your protocol kills everyone in that room." Ava's voice drops lower, sharper. The device is tied to his heart rate. If Elliot Crane spikes above a certain number, it detonates. If Derek Sloan drops below a certain number, it detonates. You rush, you trigger both. Everyone dies. The lead stares at her, processing, doubting. "How do you know this?" "Because he told me," Ava says, "in sign language, while you were outside setting up barricades." The lead glances at the maitre d', who nods once. Confirmation. Ava sees the calculation happening behind the rookie's eyes. Believe the waitress or follow the manual. Trust or protocol. He makes the call. Hold position. No breach. Cloner team moves in. Ava exhales. Her lungs burn. She forgot to breathe for too long. The hallway smells like roasted garlic and fear. Another server passes, balancing plates, oblivious. The world keeps turning. Diners keep eating. Laughter drifts from the bar. Life continues while death sits at booth 12, smiling politely, checking his watch. Ava grabs a tray. 3 appetizers. 2 salads. She balances them like armor and steps back into the dining room. Derek's eyes find her immediately. He doesn't blink, doesn't smile, just watches. Like he knows she left the room and came back different. Like he knows she's the variable he didn't account for. Ava sets a salad in front of Elliot. Her hands don't shake. Her voice stays light. "Caesar salad, no anchovies." Elliot's eyes flick to hers. Grateful, terrified, human. Derek leans back in his chair, casual, comfortable. "You're very good at your job." Ava smiles. "Thank you, sir." "What's your name?" Her stomach drops. She doesn't want him to know her name. Doesn't want to exist in his memory. but she answers because refusing feels dangerous. Ava. Derek nods slowly. Ava. Pretty name. You've been working here long. A few months. Do you like it? She wants to scream, wants to run, wants to grab Elliot's hand and pull him out of the booth and never look back. Instead, she says, "It pays the bills." Derek smiles. That's all any of us want. Isn't it? To survive. Ava's chest tightens. Her inhaler sits in her apron pocket, inches away, useless. She forces air into her lungs. Slow, steady, normal. Elliot's watch buzzes. His jaw clenches. His pulse is climbing again. Ava sets the second salad in front of Derek and steps back. Enjoy your meal. She walks away. Her legs feel like water. Her hands grip the empty tray so hard her knuckles turn white. And Derek's eyes track her every movement. Not her face, just her hands. Like he's waiting for her to make a mistake big enough to justify what comes next. They need 2 feet and 21 seconds, so Ava hides the cloner on her ankle. Ava stages a controlled mistake. A plate crash near the table to cover the approach. Derek grabs her wrist mid-move, grip tight, smile still polite. One squeeze, one loud word, one wrong breath. Elliot's pulse spikes. The room ends. Ava's mind counts seconds while her face sells calm. Derek's grip is invasive. Elliot's stare turns sharp, possessive, furious. Yet he cannot move. If a stranger grabbed you like that at work, what would you do? Freeze, fight, or fake a laugh? The cloner is small. Smaller than a phone. Thinner than a credit card. The tech straps it to Ava's ankle with medical tape, the kind that doesn't slide, doesn't peel, doesn't fail. He whispers instructions fast. 2 feet, 21 seconds. Any closer and he'll feel the signal interference. Any longer and the rolling code resets. Ava nods. Her throat is too dry to speak. She grabs a tray, balances 4 plates, steps back into the dining room. The world feels sharper now. Edges too bright. Sounds too loud. Her heartbeat drums in her ears. She walks toward booth 12. Steady, calm, professional. Elliot's eyes meet hers. He knows. She can see it in the way his shoulders tense. The way his hands flatten on the table like he's bracing for impact. Ava reaches the booth. Sets the first plate down. Then the second. She moves like choreography, practiced and smooth, until her foot catches the table leg. On purpose. And a plate tips, crashes, shatters across the floor. Salad everywhere. Glass everywhere. Chaos. Oh my God. I'm so sorry. Ava drops to her knees, reaching for the broken pieces, her ankle 2 feet from Derek's chair. 1, 2, 3. Derek's hand shoots out, grabs her wrist. Hard. Ava freezes. Her breath stops. Her pulse skyrockets. Derek's grip tightens. His smile stays polite. His voice stays soft. Careful. You might cut yourself. 4, 5, 6. Ava forces herself to look up, to meet his eyes, to smile like nothing is wrong. Thank you, sir. I'm so clumsy tonight. 7, 8, 9. Elliot's stare burns into Derek's hand. His jaw clenches. His pulse spikes. Ava can see it on his watch, numbers climbing, red zone approaching. 10, 11, 12. Let me help you, Derek says, still holding her wrist, still squeezing just hard enough to hurt. 13, 14, 15. I've got it, Ava says, voice steady, smile bright, panic buried so deep it might never surface. 16, 17, 18. Derek's thumb presses into her pulse point. He can feel her heartbeat. He knows she's scared. 19, 20, 21. The tech's voice crackles in Ava's hidden earpiece. Signal cloned. We're in. Derek releases her wrist. Ava exhales. Stands. Grabs the broken plates. I'll get you a fresh salad right away. She walks toward the kitchen. Legs shaking, lungs burning, hands trembling so hard she nearly drops the tray again. The tech meets her in the hallway. His face is pale. The signal is a rolling code. We can only jam it in short bursts. Maybe 3 seconds. Maybe 5. If we miss the window, it detonates. Ava stares at him. What does that mean? It means the ending won't be one clean move. It'll be timing, bait, and nerve. Ava leans against the cold metal shelf. Her chest tightens. Her inhaler sits in her apron pocket, but she doesn't reach for it. Not yet. Not while people are watching. She closes her eyes, breathes, counts. 1, 2, 3. Then she grabs a new tray, balances a fresh salad, and walks back into the dining room where Elliot Crane is still smiling through terror and Derek Sloan is still waiting for the perfect moment to destroy everything. Ava does the one thing fine dining never forgives. She insults a rich man's card out loud. Ava slams the bill folder, plays declined card, forces Derek to lean forward and shift his chest line. The jam window starts. A muffled shot hits. Derek drops. The device still activates. Blinking turns the room into a silent stampede. The tactical team seals the canister into a containment bag, pulls it through the kitchen. Diners scream. Glass breaks. Ava drops behind the bar, shaking. Her lungs clamp. Her inhaler is missing. She tries to pull air that won't come. Elliot reaches for her while he's guided out. His hand hovers near her cheek like he's afraid to touch and lose her. Comment, Ava, if you want her to make it through what comes after the chaos. Hit like if you've ever kept going while your body begged you to stop. The check arrives at booth 12 2 hours after the first plate was served. Derek signals for the bill. Ava brings it in a black leather folder. Hands steady, smile perfect, lungs barely holding. Derek slides a credit card into the folder without looking at the total. Confident, casual, like a man who owns everything, including the room. Ava takes the folder, walks toward the terminal. Her earpiece crackles. Jam window opens in 30 seconds. We need him leaning forward. Off-center. Chest exposed. Ava stops at the terminal. Swipes the card. Waits. Declined. She stares at the screen. Her mind races. This is the moment. The only moment. She walks back to booth 12. Sets the folder down. Her voice comes out loud. Too loud. Intentional. Sir, your card was declined. Derek's smile falters. Just a flicker. That's impossible. Would you like to try another card? Ava's tone shifts. Not polite anymore. Pointed. Public. Heads turn. Diners glance over. Whispers start. Derek leans forward. Chest shifting. Posture changing. Exactly what they need. There must be a mistake. Derek says, voice tight, smile forced. I ran it twice. Ava lies. Same result. Derek reaches for his wallet. Leans further. The device on his chest tilts, exposed, vulnerable. Ava's earpiece crackles. Window open. 3 seconds. A muffled shot. Silenced. Precise. Derek jerks. His hand flies to his chest. His eyes go wide. He drops. The device activates anyway. Blinking red. Beeping. Counting down. The room erupts. Diners scream. Chairs crash. Glass shatters. People run toward exits. Shoving, panicking, trampling. The tactical team floods in. One agent grabs the device, rips it off Derek's chest, seals it into a containment bag. Another agent shouts, "Clear the kitchen! Move, move, move!" Ava drops behind the bar. Her hands shake. Her chest tightens. She reaches for her inhaler. It's gone. Panic floods her body. Real panic. Not performance. Not control. Raw primal terror. She can't breathe. Can't pull air. Can't force her lungs to work. The world tilts. Sounds blur. Her vision narrows. A hand grabs her shoulder. Elliot. His face is pale, eyes wild, but he's there. He's real. Ava. Look at me. Breathe with me. She tries. Fails. Her chest won't move. Elliot pulls her close. His hand on her back. His voice in her ear. In. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. She follows. Barely. Air trickles in. Not enough. But something. An agent pulls Elliot away. Sir, we need to get you out. Elliot resists. His hand hovers near Ava's cheek, trembling, like he's afraid to touch and lose her. She needs help. Medic's coming. Move, sir. Now. Elliot is dragged toward the exit. His eyes stay on Ava until the door closes. Ava slumps against the bar. Her lungs burn. Her hands shake. A medic kneels beside her. Where's your inhaler? Gone, she whispers. It was in my apron. Now it's gone. Days later, Elliot makes a public promise. Care for her deaf siblings. A job offer. Ava gets a private text from an unknown number. You weren't supposed to notice his eyes. Ava wakes up to a news alert calling her a hero, while her lungs still burn like she ran miles. Her siblings video call in SL, scared and proud, while she lies to them about how close she came to dying. The restaurant footage already leaked online, edited to make Ava look like she planned the plate drop. Have you ever done the right thing, only for people to twist it into a story you don't control? Comment truth if you believe the internet never tells the whole story. Hours earlier, she was still in uniform, still shaking, still trying to find her inhaler. The hospital hallway smells like bleach and bad coffee. Ava sits on a plastic chair, wrapped in a blanket someone gave her, staring at her phone. The news alert glows bright. Waitress hero stops terror attack in Manhattan. Her face is everywhere. Grainy footage from the restaurant security cameras. Her kneeling beside booth 12. Her carrying plates. Her dropping the tray. The video has been edited, cut, polished. It makes her look calm, prepared, like she knew exactly what to do. She didn't. She was terrified the entire time. Her phone buzzes. Video call. Milo and Maya. She answers fast, forcing a smile she doesn't feel. Milo signs first. Are you okay? Ava nods. Signs back. I'm fine, just tired. Maya's face is tight with worry. The news says you saved people. I just did my job. Ava signs, lying through her hands. You could have died. Milo signs, tears in his eyes. Ava's throat closes. She wants to tell them the truth, that she almost couldn't breathe, that her inhaler disappeared, that someone took it while she was busy saving strangers. But she doesn't. She smiles. Signs, I'm safe now. Promise. She ends the call before they see her cry. A city official approaches. Suit too clean. Smile too wide. Miss Reed, we'd like to do a quick interview. Just a few questions. The mayor wants to thank you personally. Ava nods because refusing feels wrong. They walk her into a room with lights and cameras. A reporter asks scripted questions. Ava answers, but her words get cut, rearranged, packaged into a headline she never said. Her manager texts while she's still on camera. We need to talk. Come in tomorrow. The message feels like a threat. Ava leaves the hospital at dawn. The city is waking up. Coffee carts, delivery trucks, people walking fast like nothing happened. Like booth 12 was just another Tuesday. Her phone buzzes. Unknown number. She almost doesn't open it. The text is short. You touched the wrong table. Ava's blood turns cold. She stares at the message, reads it 3 times, tries to convince herself it's a prank, a troll, a nobody hiding behind a screen. But the feeling in her gut says otherwise. Another text arrives. A photo. Ava at the restaurant, kneeling, her ankle visible, the cloner taped to her skin. The angle is wrong. Too close, too clear. Someone was watching. Not from the security cameras. From inside the room. Ava deletes the messages, blocks the number. But the fear stays. She walks into her apartment. Milo and Maya are asleep on the couch, homework scattered everywhere. She sits beside them, watching them breathe, grateful they're safe. Her phone buzzes again. Different number. Same message. This time, there's a name attached. Elliot Crane wants to meet. Elliot Crane shows up in person, not with cameras, just a suit that still smells like smoke and metal. Ava's cramped apartment. Milo and Maya doing homework at the kitchen table, watching every adult like they're judging safety. Elliot offers to fund lifelong support for the twins and hires Ava into his company, only if she accepts protection. His legal counsel slides a document across the table. It looks like help, reads like a muzzle. If she signs, she loses her voice. If she refuses, her siblings lose stability. Elliot says one line that freezes her. Derek had a partner. That partner is still free. Elliot steps closer to show her a scar near his collar. Ava's eyes drop by accident. His voice tightens. Both pretend not to notice. Would you sign to protect your family, even if it means staying quiet? Elliot doesn't knock. He texts first. Outside your door. 5 minutes. Please. Ava opens the door. Elliot stands there. No bodyguards, no cameras. Just a man in a suit that still smells like smoke and fear. His eyes are tired. Human. Can I come in? Ava steps aside. Milo and Maya look up from their homework, signing fast. Who is he? The man from the restaurant. Ava signs back. He's safe. Maya narrows her eyes. She doesn't believe easily. Ava doesn't blame her. Elliot sits at the small kitchen table, hands folded, careful not to take up too much space. A woman in a sharp suit follows him inside. Legal counsel. Ava can tell by the way she holds her briefcase like a weapon. Miss Reed. The lawyer begins. Mr. Crane would like to offer you a position within his company. Administrative support. Competitive salary. Full benefits. Ava stares. Why? Elliot leans forward. Because you saved my life. And because you're not safe. The room goes quiet. Milo and Maya watch, signing to each other, trying to read lips and context. Derek Sloan had a partner. Elliot continues. Someone who funded the attack. Someone who's still free. Ava's stomach drops. Who? We don't know yet. But they know you. They know what you did. And they're not finished. The lawyer slides a document across the table. Thick, official, intimidating. This offer includes housing assistance, medical coverage, and a full scholarship fund for your siblings, the lawyer says. In exchange, you'll accept security protection and agree to confidentiality terms regarding the restaurant incident. Ava flips through the pages. The words blur together. Liability waivers, non-disclosure clauses, legal jargon designed to confuse. You're asking me to stay quiet, Ava says. We're asking you to stay alive, Elliot says. Ava looks at Milo and Maya. They're signing to each other, worried, confused. She thinks about the text messages, the photo, the missing inhaler. What if I say no? The lawyer's expression doesn't change. Then you're on your own. No protection, no resources, and whoever sent those messages will keep coming. Elliot reaches across the table. His hand hovers near hers, not touching, just close enough to feel the heat. I don't want to trap you, but I can't protect you if you refuse help. Ava stares at the contract. Her throat is tight. Her lungs ache. Can I think about it? You have 24 hours, the lawyer says. Elliot stands. He reaches into his jacket and pulls out a small card. His personal number. Call me. Anytime. I mean it. He walks toward the door, then stops, turns, lifts his collar to show a thin scar near his throat. Derek did this 3 years ago. A warning. I ignored it. Don't make the same mistake. Ava's eyes drop by accident. The scar is thin, pale, deliberate. Elliot's voice tightens. Both pretend not to notice the way the air shifts. After they leave, Ava rereads the contract. On page 12, buried in legal speak, she finds a clause, incident materials, including private surveillance footage. Someone recorded the hallway. Someone has footage she never agreed to. On Ava's first day inside Crane Industries, the security badge feels heavier than her whole life. She's placed in a special projects role. HR smiles too wide. Everyone already knows her face. The head of security trains her on panic drills and quietly asks, "Where was your inhaler kept that night?" Ava realizes this isn't training. This is interrogation disguised as onboarding. If she answers wrong, she becomes a liability. If she stays silent, she stays blind. Elliot is scheduled for a high-profile hearing in 2 days. Someone wants him unstable in public. Elliot passes her in a glass hallway. His hand grazes the small of her back as if shielding her from cameras. Her body reacts before her brain agrees. Type badge, If you've ever walked into a place and felt everybody already decided who you are. The badge scanner beeps. Green light. Access granted. Ava steps into Crane Industries for the first time as an employee, not a rescuer. The lobby is all glass and steel. Expensive art on the walls. People in sharp suits walking fast, talking faster, eyes glued to phones. Everyone stares at her. Not subtle, not polite, open stares, whispers. She's the waitress, the hero, the story they watched on the news. HR meets her at the elevator. A woman named Gina with a smile stretched too wide. Welcome, Ava. We're so excited to have you. Let's get you set up. Ava follows her to the 14th floor. The office is empty. Just a desk, a computer, and a stack of files labeled special projects. You'll be working directly with security on internal audits, Gina explains. Nothing complicated. Just reviewing access logs, flagging irregularities. Ava nods. Sounds boring. Safe. It's not. Jordan Pike, head of security, arrives 10 minutes later. Tall, calm, eyes like a lie detector. Miss Reed, he says, extending a hand. Jordan Pike. I'll be your primary contact. Ava shakes his hand. His grip is firm, professional, cold. Let's start with a quick orientation, Jordan says, guiding her into a small conference room. He closes the door, locks it. Ava's stomach tightens. Jordan sits across from her, hands folded. We run quarterly panic drills. Fire, active shooter, medical emergency. You'll need to know the protocols. He slides a tablet across the table. A video plays. Evacuation routes. Emergency exits. Shelter-in-place procedures. Then Jordan pauses the video, looks at her directly. Where was your inhaler kept the night of the incident? Ava freezes. What? Your inhaler. You have asthma. It's in your medical file. Where did you keep it during your shift? In my apron pocket. Why? And after the incident? It was gone. Jordan writes something down. Gone how? Stolen? Lost? I don't know. It disappeared. Did you report it? I told the medic. But not the police. Ava's pulse quickens. I didn't think it mattered. Jordan leans back. Everything matters, Miss Reed, especially details that don't add up. He stands, unlocks the door. Welcome to the team. Let's keep each other honest. Ava walks back to her desk, hands shaking. This isn't onboarding. This is interrogation. Jordan is testing her, watching her, waiting for her to slip. Hours later, Elliot passes her in a glass hallway. His hand grazes the small of her back. Brief, protective, deliberate. Ava's body reacts before her brain catches up. Heat, awareness, danger. He leans close, whispers, Jordan's not on our side. Then he's gone, lost in a crowd of suits and silence. Ava returns to her desk, opens her email. A calendar invite sits at the top, dated 3 weeks before the restaurant incident. The sender's name, Derek Sloan. The subject line, Booth 12. Elliot finally tells her the part he never said at the table. Derek didn't just threaten him, he owned his fear. Late office hours. City lights outside. Ava alone with Elliot for the first time without witnesses. Elliot admits Derek had access to his health data through an earlier wellness partnership deal that Elliot approved to impress investors. Ava feels played. Elliot's choices helped build the trap that almost killed her. If the public learns this, Elliot's company collapses. Her job vanishes. The twins lose their safety net. Elliot's hearing becomes the next target. Any panic episode can be used against him. Ava pins Elliot against a conference table with one hand on his tie. Not to seduce, to warn. The closeness turns their anger into heat neither names out loud. Have you ever been furious at someone while still wanting to protect them? Ava finds Elliot in his office at midnight. The city glows outside, lights stretched across the skyline like scars. He's still in his suit, tie loose, sleeves rolled up, staring at a screen like it holds answers. You lied to me, Ava says. Elliot doesn't look up. Which part? Derek had access to your health data. You gave it to him. Elliot's jaw tightens. I didn't give it to him. I signed a partnership agreement with a wellness company. They monitored executive stress levels, heart rates, sleep patterns. It was supposed to help investors feel confident in leadership stability. And Derek worked for them. Derek owned them. Elliot finally looks at her. His eyes are tired. Guilty. Human. I didn't know until it was too late. Ava steps closer. Her voice shakes. You let him wire your body to a boardroom tool. And when he turned it into a weapon, you dragged me into it. I didn't drag you anywhere. You chose to help. Because I didn't know the whole story. Ava's voice rises. You let me risk my life without telling me you handed him the keys. Elliot stands. Walks toward her. What was I supposed to say? Sorry. I made a terrible business decision 3 years ago. And now a man with a grudge has access to my medical data and wants to humiliate me in public? Would that have changed anything? It would have been the truth. The truth doesn't always save you, Ava. Sometimes it just makes you a better target. Ava stares at him. Her chest is tight. Her anger is hot, sharp, real. If the public finds out you approved that partnership, your company collapses. She says. My job disappears. Milo and Maya lose everything. I know. So what do? We survive the hearing. We keep the story clean. We don't give anyone a reason to dig deeper. Ava steps forward. Grabs his tie, pins him against the conference table. Not gently, not sweetly, hard, angry. Don't lie to me again, she says, voice low, dangerous. Elliot's breath hitches. His eyes drop to her mouth. The air between them shifts. Heat, tension, something neither of them wants to name. I won't, he whispers. Ava releases his tie, steps back. Her hands shake. Her pulse races. Elliot's phone buzzes. He glances at the screen. The hearing is tomorrow, 2 p.m. Federal Courthouse. I'll be there. Ava. I'll be there, she repeats. Not for you. For Milo and Maya. She walks toward the door. Stops. Turns. What happens if you panic during the hearing? Elliot's face goes pale. They use it against me. Call me unstable. Unfit. The board votes me out. The company gets carved up and sold. And Derek's partner wins. Yeah. Ava notices something on the ceiling. Camera. New lens. Wrong angle. Pointed directly at Elliot's desk. When did you replace that camera? She asks. Elliot looks up. Frowns. I didn't. Ava receives a message containing a still frame of her ankle, zoomed in, before she ever told anyone about the cloner. She rides the subway home like everyone else, yet feels like she's the only one being watched. Milo signs to her. A man asked what time you get home. Ava lies and signs back. Wrong apartment. Ava tries to report it. Security tells her there's no actionable threat without a name. Her siblings become leverage. Her silence becomes a weapon used against her. Her rescue story is set to air on morning TV. If she says the wrong thing, she paints a target on her family. Elliot calls at midnight. His voice drops when he hears her breathing rough. He talks her through slow breaths, intimate without touching, like he's holding her from miles away. Comment watching if you think someone inside that restaurant wanted her quiet. The message arrives while Ava is on the subway. A photo. Her ankle. Zoomed in. Clear. The cloner taped to her skin. The medical tape. The timestamp. 8:47 p.m. Restaurant incident night. Ava's stomach drops. She never told anyone about the cloner. The tactical team knew. Elliot knew. Jordan Pike knew. But whoever sent this photo knew before she ever walked out of that restaurant alive. She stares at the image. The angle is low. Close. Like someone was kneeling. Watching. Waiting. The subway stops. Ava gets off. Walks fast. Keeps her head down. Home is 6 blocks. She counts every step. Milo and Maya are waiting at the door when she arrives. Milo signs fast. Frantic. A man came. Asked what time you get home. Ava's blood turns cold. What did he look like? Suit. Tall. Smiled too much. What did you say? Nothing. Maya closed the door. Good. Ava signs, forcing calm she doesn't feel. Wrong apartment. Probably looking for someone else. But Milo doesn't look convinced. Are we safe? Yes, Ava lies. Promise. She checks the locks. All three. Then checks the windows. Pulls the curtains. Sits on the couch and tries to breathe. Her phone buzzes. Unknown number. Another message. Your siblings are beautiful. It would be a shame if something happened. Ava's hands shake. She calls the police. Files a report. They take her statement, her phone, the messages. An officer asks, "Do you know who sent these?" No. Any threats? Arguments? Disputes? No. Then there's no actionable threat. We'll keep the report on file. They leave. Ava is alone with fear and no answers. She texts Jordan Pike. Someone is threatening my family. His response is instant. No credible evidence. Stay calm. Stay calm. Like fear is a choice. Her rescue story is scheduled to air on morning TV. 6 a.m. National broadcast. Millions of viewers. If she says the wrong thing, the target on her family grows. Her phone rings. Elliot. She almost doesn't answer. Ava. His voice is soft. Worried. I heard about the messages. How? Jordan told me. Are you okay? No. Silence. Then, talk to me. What do you need? Ava's breath catches. Her lungs tighten. She tries to inhale, but the air won't come. Panic. Real panic. Ava, listen to me. Breathe with me. In 1, 2, 3. She tries. Fails. Out. 1, 2, 3. Her chest loosens. Air trickles in. Again. In 1, 2, 3. She follows his voice. His rhythm. His calm. Minutes pass. Her breathing steadies. Her pulse slows. Thank you, she whispers. Don't thank me. Just stay alive. The call ends. Ava sits in the dark, staring at her phone. She opens her bag to check her inhaler. The cap is loose. Not broken. Not missing. Just loose. Like someone opened it. Checked it. Put it back wrong. Ava's hands shake. She screws the cap tight. But the fear stays. Someone can reach her anytime. Anywhere. Even when she thinks she's safe. Ava raises her inhaler to her mouth. And stops. Because something tastes wrong before she even presses it. She thinks of Milo and Maya sleeping down the hall. Two kids who already lost too much peace. The mouthpiece has grit inside. Like it was opened in her bag on purpose. Have you ever felt your safety get edited while you weren't looking? Comment lock it. If you started double-checking your own things after this. Ava didn't learn fear at the restaurant. She learned it after. She cleans the inhaler, hands shaking. Checks her bag zipper. Counts what's missing. Nothing obvious. Just the feeling that someone touched what wasn't theirs. She finds a folded receipt in her bag that is not hers. Same restaurant logo, different night. The date is 3 weeks before Derek sat at booth 12. Table number 7. 2 guests. No names. Just a handwritten note at the bottom. Practice run successful. Ava's chest tightens. Not from asthma. From understanding. Derek wasn't improvising. He was rehearsing. She tries to sleep. Can't. Her mind races. Her lungs ache. She stares at the ceiling until dawn. Listening to Milo and Maya breathe in the next room. Grateful they're still safe. Morning comes too fast. The TV segment is in 3 hours. Security calls. Not Jordan. Someone else. A woman. Miss Reed, we noticed unusual activity on your building's lobby camera. We're reviewing footage now. What kind of activity? The system went offline for maintenance. 14 hours. Just came back online. When did it go offline? Yesterday. Right after you got home. Ava's stomach drops. Who ordered the maintenance? We're looking into it. The call ends. Ava checks her phone. The receipt photo is still there. She forwards it to Elliot with one line. Derek practiced. His response is immediate. Don't go on TV. It's not safe. Ava stares at the message. She has 2 choices. Show up and risk saying the wrong thing. or hide and lose control of her own story. She chooses visibility. The studio is cold. Bright lights. Too many cameras. A producer walks her through the questions. Nothing controversial. Just gratitude. Relief. How it feels to be called a hero. Ava nods. But her mind is elsewhere. On the receipt. The camera outage. The inhaler cap that moved. The host is warm. Friendly. Practiced. Ava Reed, you saved lives that night. How does it feel to be a hero? Ava forces a smile. I just did what anyone would do. But not everyone would stay calm under that kind of pressure. Walk us through that moment. Ava starts to answer. The teleprompter scrolls. The host nods. Everything feels scripted. Then the host leans forward. Off script. Eyes sharp. One detail has people curious. Why did the attacker look at your ankle? The studio goes silent. Ava's pulse spikes. The producer's face goes pale. Ava starts. Some viewers noticed in the footage. His eyes dropped. Right before the incident ended. What was he looking at? Ava's throat closes. Her inhaler is in her bag. Backstage. Too far to reach. Elliot texts from somewhere in the building. Say you don't know. End it. But Ava sees the opening. The one moment she can control the narrative before someone else does. I don't know why he looked, Ava says carefully. But I do know someone wanted me to notice. The host blinks. Confused. Intrigued. Notice what? That Derek Sloan wasn't working alone. The producer signals to cut to commercial. Too late. The words are out. Live. National. Ava walks off set. Hands shaking. Lungs burning. Her phone explodes. Texts. Calls. Messages. One stands out. Unknown number. You just made a very big mistake. She opens her bag. Checks her inhaler. The receipt timestamp matches the calendar invite from Derek's name. Someone planned booth 12 weeks in advance. And someone is still cleaning up the evidence. Ava smiles for the camera while her body begs her to run. Studio makeup chair. Host rehearsing lines. Ava wearing a borrowed blazer that still feels like a costume. A producer slips her a note. Don't mention the device. Legal says no. Ava refuses to be scripted. Elliot's PR team tries to steer her into a clean, safe version of terror. If she speaks freely, she risks a lawsuit and retaliation. If she stays quiet, she helps the cover story. Elliot calls. They moved the hearing up. Backstage, Elliot arrives and fixes her mic clip himself. 2 fingers at her collarbone, careful, slow, charged. Ava forgets the studio noise for half a second. If you were her, would you tell the truth on camera or protect your family? Hit like if you've ever been forced to smile through fear. Backstage smells like hairspray and panic. Ava sits in a makeup chair while someone powders her face, covering the exhaustion, the fear, the truth. The borrowed blazer is navy blue, too stiff, feels like armor she never asked to wear. The producer leans close, slides a note across the counter. Don't mention the device. Legal says no. Keep it simple. Gratitude, relief, moving forward. Ava reads it twice. Her jaw tightens. What if I want to mention it? The producer's smile freezes. Then you're on your own. No legal protection. No support. And Crane Industries distances itself from your statements. So I'm only a hero if I stay quiet. You're only protected if you stay smart. The producer walks away. Ava stares at her reflection. She doesn't recognize the woman staring back. Her phone buzzes. Elliot. They moved the hearing up. Tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. Ava texts back. Why? Someone wants me unstable. Fast. A knock on the door. Elliot steps inside. No PR team, no lawyers, just him. He closes the door. Locks it. You don't have to do this, he says. Yes, I do. Ava. If I don't show up, people assume I'm hiding. If I'm hiding, I'm guilty of something. Elliot steps closer. His eyes are tired. Desperate. You're not guilty. You're a target. Same thing in this city. He reaches for her mic clip. It's crooked. He adjusts it himself. 2 fingers at her collarbone. slow and careful. The touch is charged. Electric. Ava's breath catches. The studio noise fades. For half a second, it's just them. "Don't say anything that gets you killed," he whispers. "Don't panic tomorrow," she whispers back. His hand lingers, then drops. He walks out without another word. The segment goes live 10 minutes later. The host asks safe questions. Ava gives safe answers. Gratitude, relief, moving forward. Then the host goes off script. "Why did the attacker look at your ankle?" Ava freezes. The lights feel hotter. The cameras feel closer. She sees Elliot in the wings. His face is pale. His hand signals. "Stop. Don't." But Ava is tired of being quiet. Tired of fear. Tired of letting other people write her story. "I don't know why he looked," Ava says. "But I do know someone wanted me to notice." The host leans forward. "Notice what?" "That Derek Sloan wasn't working alone. And whoever helped him is still out there." The producer yells. The host stutters. The cameras keep rolling. Ava walks off set. Her legs shake. Her lungs burn. Elliot grabs her arm in the hallway. His grip is tight, protective, furious. "What the hell were you thinking?" "I was thinking I'm done being the story everyone else gets to edit. You just painted a target on your back." It was already there. Her phone buzzes. Text from Jordan Pike. "You're fired. Effective immediately. Security will escort you out." Another text. "Unknown number. Smart girl. Wrong move. We'll be in touch." Elliot walks into the hearing comm, and someone makes his heart monitor spike on command. Courthouse steps, reporters, tight suits, cold air. Ava in the crowd, hands hidden, reading faces. Elliot's smartwatch buzzes in a pattern Ava recognizes from the restaurant. Meant to trigger panic, not inform. Elliot can't show weakness. The room is waiting for him to break. If Elliot collapses, the company falls. Ava becomes the headline. Milo and Maya become targets. A countdown exists, but only inside Elliot's body. Ava gets close enough to sign one message only Elliot can read. "Look at me. Breathe with me." His eyes meet hers and soften, intimate in a place built for punishment. Ava notices a staffer filming from an angle that mirrors the restaurant footage angle. Same habit, same intent. Do you think panic can be used like a weapon? The courthouse is all stone and power. Cold steps, sharp suits, cameras everywhere. Reporters shout questions Elliot doesn't answer. His face is calm, composed. But Ava sees the truth in his hands. Clenched too tight, knuckles white. She stays in the crowd. Invisible. Just another face. But her eyes never leave him. Elliot walks through security. Metal detector. Bag check. His smartwatch buzzes. Once, twice, 3 times. Ava recognizes the pattern. Same rhythm as the restaurant. Same timing. Same intent. Someone is triggering his watch remotely. The hearing room is packed. Lawyers, investors, board members, press in the back. Ava slips inside, finds a seat near the wall, keeps her head down. Elliot sits at the front table. His lawyer whispers something. Elliot nods. His watch buzzes again. Ava sees his jaw tighten, his breathing shift, his pulse climbing. A board member stands, reads a prepared statement. "Mr. Crane, this committee has concerns about your fitness to lead during high-stress situations. Recent events have raised questions about your judgment and emotional stability." Elliot's watch buzzes. Longer this time. Insistent. "I'm fit to lead," Elliot says. His voice is steady. But Ava sees the sweat on his temple. The way his hand grips the table. "Your heart rate suggests otherwise," another board member says, glancing at a tablet. "Your wellness monitor shows elevated stress patterns. Consistent. Chronic. Dangerous." Ava's stomach drops. They have access to his live data. They're watching his body betray him in real time. Elliot's watch buzzes. Red light. Alert. His breathing quickens. Ava stands. Walks toward the front. A guard moves to block her. She signs fast, hands moving in plain sight. "Look at me. Breathe with me." Elliot's eyes find hers. The room fades. The noise dims. It's just them. Ava breathes in. Slow. Deliberate. Counts silently. 1, 2, 3. Elliot mirrors her. In 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. His watch stops buzzing. His shoulders drop. The red light fades. The board chair frowns. Miss Reed, you're out of order. She's my assistant, Elliot says quickly. Medical support. That's not in the record. It is now. The room shifts. Lawyers whisper. The press takes notes. Ava sits down. Her hands shake. But Elliot is breathing. Steady. Alive. A staffer in the back raises a phone. Filming. The angle is wrong. Too low. Too deliberate. The same angle from the restaurant footage. Ava pulls out her phone. Takes a photo of the staffer. Zooms in. Sees the badge, Crane Industries. Security Division. Her phone buzzes. Text from Elliot. Jordan's here. Back row. Ava turns. Jordan Pike sits in the last row. Calm, watching, smiling. Her phone buzzes again. Unknown number. A photo. Taken inside the hearing room. Ava's face. Clear. Close. Captioned. You should have stayed quiet. Ava breaks a rule she never breaks. She sneaks into Elliot's building after hours. Empty office floors, security lights, elevator hum. Her shoes too loud on polished tile. Elliot brings her to the security server room to pull access logs. He trusts her more than his own team. The system shows someone cloned badge access on the restaurant night. Yet the name attached is a person who has been cleared. If they accuse the wrong person, they die. If they accuse nobody, they die slower. The cloned access repeats every 48 hours. Someone is practicing. Cramped server closet, cold air, fans whirring. Elliot presses behind her to hide them as a guard passes. His breath hits her neck, her pulse jumps, and he freezes. Terrified her reaction will betray them. The log points to Elliot's head of security, Jordan Pike, but the timestamps are too perfect, like they were planted. Comment, inside job. If you think someone close is controlling the story. The office building is dark. Ava uses her old badge. Still active somehow. The elevator hums. Floor 14. The doors open to silence. Elliot waits by the server room. Door propped open. No cameras inside. A blind spot. Intentional. You sure about this? Ava whispers. No, Elliot says. But I trust you more than anyone on my payroll. They step inside. The room is cold. Cramped. Server racks humming. Fans spinning. Blue lights blinking like mechanical heartbeats. Elliot sits at a terminal. Types fast. Pulls up access logs from the restaurant night. Ava leans over his shoulder. Reads the screen. Badge clone detected. 8:42 p.m. User Jordan Pike. Jordan was there, Ava whispers. Or someone used his badge, Elliot says. He scrolls down. More entries. Same badge. Different locations. Too many places. Too fast. This doesn't make sense, Elliot mutters. Jordan can't be in 3 places at once. Unless the logs are fake. Elliot freezes. Looks at her. Or planted. Footsteps echo outside. Heavy. Deliberate. A guard on rounds. Elliot pulls Ava into the corner. Presses behind her. His chest against her back. His breath on her neck. The space is too small. Too close. Ava's pulse jumps. Her body reacts. Heat. Awareness. Danger. Elliot feels it. Freezes. His breathing hitches. The guard passes. Flashlight sweeps the hallway. Then fades. Elliot doesn't move. Neither does Ava. The closeness turns from safety to something else. Something neither of them can name. Ava, he whispers. Don't, she whispers back. He steps away. The air rushes back. Cold. Empty. Elliot returns to the terminal. Pulls another log. His face goes pale. What? Ava asks. He points at the screen. Badge clone activity. Repeats every 48 hours. Last event. 6 hours ago. Next event. 42 hours from now. Someone's practicing, Ava says. For what? Ava's phone buzzes. Text from Milo. A man gave Maya a drawing. She's scared. Ava's blood turns cold. I have to go. Wait. My siblings are in danger. She pulls up the photo Milo sent. A drawing. Crayon. Stick figures at a table. One figure circled in red. An arrow pointing to an ankle. They know where I live, Ava says. They know about Milo and Maya. Elliot stands. I'm coming with you. No. Stay here. Pull the footage. Find out who cloned Jordan's badge. Ava. Do it. She runs. Elevator. Lobby. Street. Her lungs burn. Her legs ache. She doesn't stop. Her phone buzzes. Unknown number. One word. Run. Elliot finds one more log entry. Camera feed, ankle cam. Duration, 14 minutes. Source, external device. A camera feed that should not exist. Watching Ava's ankle. Recording proof. Building evidence for a story nobody asked for. Ava walks into work a hero, and walks out labeled a threat. Morning office routine. Co-workers whisper. Her badge takes longer to scan. Jordan Pike calls Ava into a conference room with legal present and plays an edited clip. Ava near the table, ankle visible. Audio cut to make her sound complicit. Ava realizes the story has been rewritten. She's no longer the saver. She's the setup. She could lose the job, the protection, and the funding for Milo and Maya in one stroke. Jordan gives her two options. Sign an NDA and disappear quietly, or get publicly blamed. Elliot storms in furious. He stands too close to Ava while he argues, protective in a way that feels personal. Ava hates that it comforts her. Would you sign to protect your siblings, even if it means letting the world hate you? Ava's badge scans 3 times before it turns green. The system hesitates, like it's deciding whether she belongs. The office is too quiet. People stare, whisper, look away when she makes eye contact. Her desk is empty, computer off, files gone. Jordan Pike appears. Miss Reed. Conference room. Now. Ava follows. Her stomach twists. The hallway feels longer than yesterday. The conference room is full. Jordan. 2 lawyers. Char. No Elliot. Jordan closes the door. Locks it. Sit, he says. Ava sits. Her hands fold in her lap. Calm. Controlled. Terrified. Jordan opens a laptop. Turns the screen toward her. Presses play. The video is from the restaurant. Ava approaching booth 12. Kneeling. Her ankle visible. The cloner taped to her skin. But the audio is wrong. Cut. Edited. Ava's voice layered over different footage. I knew he had a weapon. Video Ava says. Real Ava never said that. I planned the distraction. Video Ava continues. Real Ava's chest tightens. Her lungs clamp. Jordan pauses the video. You withheld information from law enforcement. You coordinated with an external tactical team without authorization. You planted surveillance equipment on a private citizen. That's not what happened, Ava says. That's what the footage shows. The footage is edited. Prove it. Ava can't. That's the trap. Perfect. Unbeatable. Jordan slides a document across the table. 2 options. Sign the NDA. Agree to leave quietly. We provide a severance package and legal protection. Or we release this footage. You get charged with obstruction, evidence tampering, and conspiracy. You lose everything. Your siblings lose everything. Ava stares at the document. The words blur. Her throat is dry. Her inhaler is in her bag. She doesn't reach for it. How long do I have? 10 minutes. The door opens. Elliot walks in. His face is fury and fire. What the hell is this? He demands. Mr. Crane, this is a personnel matter, Jordan says calmly. She's my employee, my witness, my responsibility. She's a liability. Elliot steps closer to Ava. Too close. Protective. Possessive. His hand hovers near her shoulder. She saved my life. Or she helped set the trap, Jordan says. The evidence supports both narratives. We're choosing the safer one. You're framing her. We're protecting the company. Elliot's jaw clenches. If she goes, I go. The room freezes. The lawyers exchange glances. HR shifts uncomfortably. Jordan leans back. You don't mean that. Try me. Silence. Heavy. Dangerous. Ava stands. I won't sign. Then you'll be charged, Jordan says. Then charge me. At least I'll tell the truth in court. She walks toward the door. Elliot follows. Jordan calls after them. You're making a mistake, Miss Reed. Ava stops. Turns. The mistake was trusting you. She leaves the building. Her badge doesn't work on the way out. Security has to manually unlock the door. Her phone buzzes. Unknown number. Your inhaler was the warning. The next one won't be. Ava opens her bag. Checks her inhaler. The cap is off. Completely. Mouthpiece exposed. She screws it back on. But the message is clear. They can reach her anytime. Anywhere. Even inside a locked building with cameras and guards. No place is safe. Ava is handed a pen like it's mercy. And the door locks behind her. All she can see is Milo and Maya's faces, trusting her to keep them safe. The NDA includes a clause about medical incidents. Like someone already expects her next attack. Have you ever been forced to choose between your truth and your family? Comment, no deal. If you'd refuse to sign. Ava didn't walk into Crane Industries for a fight. The fight found her. The conference room smells like cold coffee and fear. The document sits on the table. 30 pages. Legal language designed to confuse. Clauses that sound like protection but read like surrender. Jordan Pike slides a pen across the table. Black ink. Heavy. Expensive. Sign, Miss Reed. Walk away clean. Your siblings get full support. Medical coverage. Education funds. Housing assistance. All you have to do is stay quiet. Ava stares at the pen. Her hand doesn't move. What happens if I don't sign? You already know, Jordan says. The edited footage goes public. You get charged. Your siblings lose their guardian. Foster care. Separation. A lifetime of questions they shouldn't have to answer. Ava's throat closes. She thinks of Milo and Maya. The way they sign I love you every night before bed. The way Maya checks the locks twice because the world already taught her not to trust. The way Milo asks if they're safe, eyes too old for his face. 1 hour, Jordan says. That's all you get. The lawyers leave. HR leaves. Jordan stays, arms crossed, watching. Ava pulls out her phone. Texts Elliot. They want me to disappear. His response is instant. Don't sign. I'm coming. Jordan notices. Mr. Crane can't save you. He can barely save himself. He saved himself at that hearing. Because you helped him. And now you're a liability we can't afford. You mean a witness you can't control. Jordan smiles. Cold. Sharp. Same thing. The door opens. Elliot walks in. No lawyers. No backup. Just rage barely contained. She's not signing, he says. That's her choice, Jordan says. Bad choice. But hers. You're framing her for something she didn't do. We're protecting the company from something she might have done. Intent is hard to prove. Footage isn't. Elliot steps between Ava and the table. His body a shield. His presence a statement. If she gets charged, I testify on her behalf. I tell the truth. All of it. Including the wellness partnership. The health data access. Derek's grudge. Everything. Jordan's expression shifts. Just slightly. A crack in the calm. That would destroy your company. Then we both lose, Elliot says. Your choice. Silence. Heavy. Dangerous. Jordan stands. Closes the laptop. You have until tonight. Both of you. Sign the NDA or face the consequences. He walks out. The door doesn't lock this time. An illusion of freedom. Ava exhales. Her lungs burn. Her hands shake. Thank you, she whispers. Don't thank me yet, Elliot says. We just made this worse. They leave the building together. Security watches but doesn't stop them. The lobby feels like a cage with open doors. Outside, the city is loud. Cars. People. Life continuing like nothing matters. Ava's phone buzzes. Text from Milo. Someone's watching our building. Ava's blood turns cold. She shows Elliot. Pack a bag, he says. You and the twins. Now. Where are we going? Somewhere they can't reach you. Ava opens her apartment door that night. It's cracked. Just an inch. Quiet. Wrong. Deliberate. She doesn't go inside. She calls Elliot. My door is open. I didn't leave it open. Get out. Now. I'm sending a car. Ava backs away. Runs. Doesn't look back. Elliot brings Ava to a safe apartment. And she realizes safety has rules she never agreed to. Bare fridge, fresh sheets, no photos, cameras outside the door. Elliot says the words that change their power balance. I'm not asking. I'm scared for you. Ava refuses to be hidden. She demands to see security footage and badge logs herself. If she stays visible, she's a target. If she hides, she loses control of her own story. The cloned access pattern hits again in less than a day. Ava's hands shake while she checks her inhaler. Elliot steadies her wrist, slow and careful. They breathe in sync for 3 counts, faces close enough to kiss, neither moving first. Would you hide to stay alive, or stay visible to fight back? The safe house is in Brooklyn. 4th floor. No elevator. 2 locks. 1 window. Bars on the outside. Elliot unlocks the door. It's not much, but it's clean. Secure. Ava steps inside. The apartment smells like nothing. No life. No history. Just empty space waiting to be filled. Milo and Maya follow. Wide eyes. Silent questions. Where are we? Milo signs. Safe. Ava signs back. Temporary. Maya checks the locks. Tests the window. Doesn't sit down. Trust doesn't come easy when you've already lost too much. Elliot sets bags on the counter. Groceries. Basics. Water. Bread. Peanut butter. There are cameras outside, he says. Security monitors them. If anything feels wrong, you call this number. He hands Ava a card. Private line. Direct access. How long do we stay here? Until we figure out who's behind this. And if we don't? Elliot's jaw tightens. We will. Ava walks to the window. Looks out. Brooklyn rooftops. Fire escapes. Laundry lines. Normal life happening everywhere except here. I can't hide, she says. You're not hiding. You're staying alive. Same thing. Elliot steps closer. Too close. Ava, listen to me. Whoever sent those messages knows where you live. Knows your siblings. Knows your schedule. If you stay visible, they get another shot. If I hide, I lose my voice, my story, my chance to prove I didn't set you up. You don't have to prove anything. I know the truth. You knowing isn't enough. The world needs to know. Elliot exhales, runs a hand through his hair. Frustrated, scared, human. Ava pulls out her inhaler. Her hands shake. The cap is tight. She tries to unscrew it. Can't. Her fingers won't cooperate. Elliot reaches out, steadies her wrist. Slow, careful. His touch is warm, solid, real. Breathe, he says softly. Ava meets his eyes. Blue, tired, close. They breathe together. In 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Her hands stop shaking. Her chest loosens. Their faces are close. Too close. Inches apart. She can feel his breath. He can feel hers. Neither moves first. The moment stretches. Electric. Dangerous. Intimate. Maya clears her throat. Signs. Are you two okay? Ava steps back. Fast. Yes. Fine. Just checking my inhaler. Elliot turns away. Clears his throat. I'll be back tomorrow. Keep the door locked. Don't open it for anyone but me. He leaves. The door clicks shut. The locks turn. Ava sits on the couch. Her phone buzzes. Milo's video call. He's holding his tablet. His face is pale. Terrified. Look, he signs. The screen shows a live drawing app. Someone remote accessed it. A new picture appears. Stick figures. 3 of them. Red X's over 2 small ones. An arrow pointing to the third. Text appears below. Safe house isn't safe. We know where you sleep. Outside their door, Ava hears footsteps. Slow, deliberate, stopping right outside. Paper slides under the door. A drawing. Crayon. Red circle around an ankle. Same style as before. Ava grabs her phone. Calls Elliot. They found us. Ava tracks down the person who sold the hallway clip. And he's already trying to run. Daytime street noise, coffee cart steam, people walking fast like nothing matters. Ava corners a former restaurant busser, Kyle Mercer, who admits he copied staff camera files for quick cash. Kyle swears he didn't sell to Derek. He sold to a woman in a business suit, who paid double and spoke like she owned the city. Ava finally has a lead that points inside corporate power, not street crime. Kyle agrees to meet again in 1 hour with a name. Elliot pulls Ava into the back seat of a rideshare to avoid being spotted. Her thigh presses his accidental electric. His jaw tightens like he's fighting instinct. Ava notices Kyle's hands. He knows basic ASL, yet never mentioned it. He understood more than he claimed. Comment, name her, if you want the buyer revealed. Kyle Mercer works at a coffee shop in Queens now. Different job. Same debt. Ava finds him through old restaurant staff group chats. People talk. People remember. She walks in at noon. Kyle is behind the counter. Thinner than she remembers. Scared eyes. Jumpy hands. Kyle, Ava says. He freezes. Drops a cup. Coffee everywhere. I need to talk to you. I don't know anything. You sold footage from the restaurant. Staff hallway. The night Derek Sloan sat at booth 12. Kyle's face goes pale. I don't know what you're talking about. Yes, you do. And if you don't tell me who bought it, the police will ask instead. Kyle glances at the door. Calculating. Run or talk. Outside, he says. 5 minutes. They meet in the alley behind the coffee shop. Trash bags. Grease smell. Steam rising from vents. I needed money, Kyle says. My mom's sick. Medical bills. Couldn't pay. So I copied some files. Sold them. That's it. Who bought them? I don't know her name. Just a woman. Business suit. Blonde hair. She paid cash. Double what I asked. Didn't even negotiate. What did she say? Nothing much. Just, I need footage from booth 12. Any angle. Any time. She knew exactly what she wanted. Did she mention Derek? Elliot? No names. Just table numbers. Timestamps. She had a list. Like she'd been planning it for weeks. Ava's stomach twists. Where did you meet her? Coffee shop. Midtown. She handed me an envelope. I handed her a flash drive. Done. You didn't ask why? I didn't care. I needed the money. Ava pulls out her phone. Shows him a photo of Jordan Pike. Was it him? No. Definitely a woman. She shows another photo. Marion Holt. Board chair. Crane Industries. Kyle's face changes. That's her. Ava's breath catches. You're sure? Yeah. Same hair. Same smile. Cold. Like she was doing me a favor letting me breathe. Will you testify? Kyle laughs. Bitter. Scared. And end up like Derek? No thanks. Kyle. I'll meet you in 1 hour. Different location. I'll bring the messages she sent. Proof. But after that, I'm gone. New city. New life. He walks away. Ava watches him disappear into the crowd. Her phone buzzes. Elliot. Where are you? Queens. Following a lead. Alone. Not anymore. Car pulls up. Black. Tinted windows. Elliot in the back seat. Get in, he says. Ava slides in beside him. The space is small. Their thighs press together. Accidental. Electric. Elliot's jaw tightens. His hands clench. He doesn't move away. Kyle knows ASL, Ava says. Basic signs. He never mentioned it. He understood more than he let on. What does that mean? It means he heard Milo and Maya when they visited the restaurant months ago. He knew I had siblings. He knew they were deaf. He sold that information too. Elliot's phone buzzes. Text from an unknown number. Kyle. 1 word. Then Kyle's location pin stopped moving. Ava tries calling Kyle. No answer. Straight to voicemail. They drive to the location. An alley. Empty. Quiet. Kyle's phone is on the ground. Screen cracked. One text visible. Pike. Elliot admits the truth. Someone can spike his heart data from a distance. Safe house living room. Laptop glow. City sirens far away. Elliot shows Ava an internal wellness dashboard tied to his watch. Access logs show repeat pings from a restricted admin account. Ava accuses Elliot of letting strangers wire his body to a boardroom tool. Elliot admits he did it to calm investors after a past health scare. His body is still a target, and anyone close to him becomes leverage. Tomorrow night's charity gala is mandatory. Board members will be there. Cameras will be everywhere. Ava teaches Elliot calming breath cues in ASL. He mirrors her hands, slow and focused. The intimacy hits harder than a kiss because it feels like trust. Do you think fear can be controlled by someone else? Milo and Maya send a shaky SL video. Someone approached them after school asking, "Does Ava still carry her inhaler in her bag?" Ava decides she's going to the gala as staff, back into the same kind of room where this started. The safe house is quiet. Milo and Maya are asleep. Elliot sits on the couch, laptop open, face lit by the blue glow of data streams he never should have trusted. "They can spike my heart rate remotely," he says. No preamble. Just truth. Ava sits beside him. "Show me." Elliot pulls up a dashboard. His wellness monitor. Real-time data. Heart rate. Blood pressure. Sleep patterns. Stress markers. "This was supposed to help," he says. "After my father died of a heart attack at 49, investors worried I'd do the same. So I agreed to monitoring. Transparency. Proof I was healthy enough to lead. And Derek got access. Derek owned the company that built the system. I didn't know until it was too late." Ava stares at the screen. Access logs scroll. Repeat pings. Restricted admin account. Activity every 48 hours. "You let strangers wire your body to a boardroom tool," Ava says. "I let fear make my decisions," Elliot says. "And now someone else controls my panic." Tomorrow's gala? Mandatory. Board vote happens the next morning. If I don't show, they call it proof I'm unstable. If I show and panic, same result. Ava leans back. Thinks, what if panic isn't the enemy? What if control is? Elliot frowns. "What do you mean?" "They expect you to panic. They're waiting for it. So don't give them the reaction they programmed. Give them something else." "Like what?" "Calm. Steady. Unbreakable." Ava pulls his hands into hers. "Watch me. Breathe with me." She signs slow, deliberate. In 1, 2, 3. Elliot mirrors her hands. His fingers move awkward at first, then smoother. 1, 2, 3. They breathe together. The room fades. The fear softens. "Again," Ava says. They repeat. 5 cycles. 10. His heart rate drops. She sees it on the screen. Real-time proof that presence beats programming. Elliot's eyes meet hers. Grateful. Vulnerable. Human. "You're teaching me to fight without fighting," he says. "I'm teaching you to stay alive when someone wants you dead." The moment stretches. Their hands still linked. Close enough to feel breath. Warmth. Trust. Ava's phone buzzes. Video call. Milo. His face is shaking. Scared. "Someone came to school," he signs. "Asked about you." Ava's chest tightens. What did they ask? Does Ava still carry her inhaler in her bag? Ava's blood turns cold. "What did you say?" "Nothing. We ran." "Good. Stay close to each other." "I'm coming." She ends the call. Stands. "They're targeting my siblings now." "Then we end this tomorrow," Elliot says. "At the gala." "How?" "You go as staff. Same uniform. Same invisibility. You watch. You listen. You catch whoever's controlling this." Ava stares at him. "You want me to walk back into the same kind of room where this started. I want you to finish what you started. On your terms. Not theirs." Ava thinks of Milo and Maya. Scared. running, never safe. I'll do it, she says. But this time, I'm not saving you. I'm saving them. Ava puts on a server uniform again, and her lungs remember before her mind does. Gala ballroom, expensive perfume, soft music, donors laughing too loud. Ava spots Jordan Pike near the security desk, calm, watching exits, like he's waiting for a moment, not a guest. Elliot is forced to wear a new monitoring patch for the cameras. Ava realizes it could be another trigger. One public incident ruins Elliot, frames Ava, and leaves Milo and Maya alone. Ava receives a text, 2 minutes. Ava brushes past Elliot with a tray. Her fingers graze his palm for half a second. He signs with one hand hidden, "Don't leave me." Ava spills champagne on a board member to force a jacket removal. She glimpses a thin wire and a small device taped under the shirt. Type table 2. If you think this is the same plan repeating with a new face. The uniform fits the same. Black pants, white shirt, apron with pockets deep enough to hide fear. Ava stands in the gala ballroom and her lungs remember before her mind catches up. Tight chest, shallow breath, the ghost of booth 12 haunting every step. The ballroom is bigger than the restaurant. More people, more money, more cameras, donors in gowns and tuxedos, champagne towers, soft jazz, laughter that sounds like power. Ava balances a tray, walks slow, invisible again. Jordan Pike stands near the security desk, not moving, not mingling, just watching. His eyes scan exits, faces, patterns. Ava's phone buzzes. Text, 2 minutes. Her pulse spikes. She looks for Elliot, finds him near the stage. Suit too perfect, smile too forced, a small patch on his chest under his shirt. New monitoring device, required for tonight. Mandatory transparency. Ava's stomach drops. It's happening again. She moves through the crowd. Tray balanced. Face calm. Heart racing. Elliot catches her eye. She sees the fear he's hiding. The way his hand grips his glass too tight. The way his breathing shifts. Ava brushes past him with her tray. Her fingers graze his palm. Half a second. Electric. Grounding. Elliot signs with one hand hidden by his jacket. "Don't leave me." Ava signs back. Quick. Concealed. "I'm here." She walks toward the bar. Refills her tray. Watches the room. A board member stands near the donation table. Marion Holt. Board chair. Blonde hair. Cold smile. The woman who bought footage from Kyle. Ava moves closer. Pretends to refill water glasses. Marion's phone buzzes. She glances at it. Smiles. Types something fast. Elliot's watch buzzes. Once. Twice. Pattern starting. Ava sees the connection. Marion's phone. Elliot's patch. Remote control dressed as concern. She needs proof. Evidence. Something undeniable. Ava grabs a champagne bottle. Walks toward a board member near Marion. Pretends to pour. Tips the bottle. Champagne spills. Everywhere. "Oh my God. I'm so sorry." Ava grabs napkins. Dabs at the man's jacket. It's fine," he says, annoyed, removing his jacket. Ava glimpses it. Thin wire. Small device. Taped under his shirt. Same setup as Elliot's. Her phone buzzes. Text. 1 minute. Ava looks at Elliot. His watch glows red. Alert starting. She looks at Marion. Phone in hand. Watching Elliot. Waiting. Ava pulls out her phone. Opens the camera. Zooms. Captures Marion's screen. The app. The control panel. Elliot's name at the top. Then she sees movement. Behind her. Reflection in a glass door. Someone raises a phone. Filming. Her ankle. From the exact angle that ruined her life the first time. Ava turns. Sees the face. The phone. The intent. It's not Jordan. It's Marion's assistant. Young. Eager. Following orders. The same person who filmed at the restaurant. The same person who's been building evidence for a story they control. Ava catches her reflection beside the assistants. 2 women. One trapped. One free. both serving different masters. The flash goes off. Photo taken. Evidence collected. Her phone buzzes. Smile. You're famous again. Ava sees the phone raised behind her, filming her ankle again, like somebody is collecting proof for a story they haven't told yet. Her chest tightens, not from running, from realizing the threat followed her into a second luxury room. The filmer is not a random guest. It's a staff credential hanging from a designer lanyard. Have you ever realized the person watching you isn't outside the system? They're inside it? Comment inside if you think the danger is coming from someone close. Ava thought the restaurant was the worst night of her life. The gala proves it was only the first test. She moves tray to tray, acting invisible. Elliot is forced to smile through cameras, donors, board members circling like sharks smelling blood. His new monitoring patch buzzes under his shirt. Pattern. The same pattern from the restaurant. The same pattern from the hearing. Someone is triggering him. Again. Ava's phone buzzes. Text. 60 seconds. Her pulse spikes. She scans the room. Jordan Pike near the exit. Marion Holt near the stage. Donors everywhere. Too many witnesses. Too many cameras. Elliot's breathing shifts. Shallow. Fast. His hand grips his glass too tight. The patch under his shirt glows red through the fabric. Alert starting. Ava moves fast. Slides close. Pretends to adjust a napkin on the table beside him. Her fingers graze his cuff. He catches them. Holds them one beat too long. His grip is desperate. Begging without words. Don't leave me. He signs with his other hand, hidden by his body. I'm here, she signs back, palm against his. 50 seconds. Ava steps back. Her mind races. She needs to stop the trigger. Find the source. End this before Elliot collapses on camera and Marion wins. Movement catches her eye. Behind her, reflected in a glass door. Someone raising a phone. Filming. Her ankle. From the exact angle that ruined her life the first time. Ava turns. Sees the face. Young. Professional. Staff credential hanging from a designer lanyard. Not security. Not catering. Board staff. The name on the lanyard. Marion Holt's executive assistant. Ava's stomach drops. The assistant isn't filming randomly. She's building evidence. Creating footage that can be edited, twisted, weaponized. 40 seconds. The assistant smiles. Not friendly. Victorious. Like she already knows how this ends. Ava's phone buzzes. Text. Smile. You're famous again. 30 seconds. Elliot's watch glows brighter. His jaw clenches. His pulse climbing. Visible panic starting. Ava makes a choice. She pulls out her phone. Opens the camera. Films the assistant filming her. Evidence of evidence. The assistant notices. Her smile fades. She lowers her phone. Steps back into the crowd. 20 seconds. Ava texts Milo and Maya the prearranged code. Now. Miles away in the safe house, Milo opens his laptop. Executes the script Elliot's tech team built. A remote screen share. Access to the gala's projection system. A data dump pulled from the server room logs. 10 seconds. The big screen at the front of the ballroom glitches. Static. Then footage. Marion's phone. Clear. Close. Filming Ava's ankle from behind. Timestamped. Tonight. 8:47 p.m. The room goes silent. Donors stare. Cameras turn. Marion's face goes pale. Elliot's watch stops buzzing. The alert fades. His breathing steadies. Ava reads the lanyard name again. Marion Holt. Board chair. The woman who bought footage from Kyle. The woman who funded Derek's revenge. The woman who turned panic into a weapon. Marion's assistant tries to leave. Security blocks the exit. Ava's phone buzzes. Text from Jordan Pike. Stay where you are. Don't move. Elliot finds Ava in the crowd. His eyes are grateful. Exhausted. Human. Marion steps toward the microphone. Her smile is back. Calm. Controlled. Dangerous. Ladies and gentlemen, she says smoothly, we've experienced a technical issue. Please remain calm while we investigate this unfortunate glitch. But the footage keeps playing. Loop after loop. Marion's phone. Ava's ankle. Proof undeniable. Marion Holt hugs Elliot like family, whispers like comfort, and Ava sees the same calm eyes Derek had. Gala speeches. Donation pledges. Applause that sounds like pressure. Marion pulls Ava aside with fake warmth. You're famous now. Careful what you say. Ava realizes Marion knows about the cloner, the ankle footage, the inhaler scare. Marion can erase Ava with one call. Elliot can't attack her without looking unstable. Marion announces an impromptu live moment on stage. Elliot must speak now. In a service hallway, Ava presses Elliot against the wall to steady him, palm flat on his chest to slow his breathing. Their faces hover close, heat sharp, both stopping right before a kiss because it would be used against them. Marion's assistant carries a small medical kit identical to the one that helped Elliot at the restaurant. Do you think powerful people use kindness as a leash? Before the footage loops again, Marion walks toward Elliot. Arms open, smile perfect. She hugs him like family, pats his back, whispers something only he can hear. Ava watches from across the room. Marion's eyes are calm, too calm. The same calm Derek had at booth 12. The calm of someone who already decided how this ends. Marion releases Elliot, turns, spots Ava, walks toward her. Deliberate, unhurried. Miss Reed, Marion says warmly, you're quite famous now. The hero waitress. Twice in 1 month. Impressive. Ava keeps her face neutral. Just doing my job. Your job. Marion's smile sharpens. Or something else? I don't know what you mean. Marion leans closer. Her voice drops. Friendly. Deadly. Be careful what you say. Accusations without proof are dangerous. Especially for someone in your position. My position? Vulnerable. Visible. Easy to discredit. Marion straightens. Her smile returns. Loud. Public. Enjoy the evening. You've earned it. She walks away. Ava's hands shake. Her chest tightens. Marion steps onto the stage. Taps the microphone. The room quiets. Ladies and gentlemen, Marion announces, we have a special treat tonight. Our CEO, Elliot Crane, will share a few words about resilience, courage, and moving forward. Elliot wasn't prepared to speak. Ava sees it in his face. The panic starting. The trap closing. Marion gestures toward the stage. Applause starts. Cameras turn. Elliot has no choice. He walks toward the stage. Slow. Controlled. Terrified. Ava follows. Finds a service hallway near the stage entrance. Waits. Elliot steps into the hallway. Sees her. His face breaks. Relief. Fear. Desperation. I can't do this, he whispers. Yes, you can. Ava. She presses him against the wall. Not gentle. Firm. Her palm flat on his chest. She feels his heartbeat. Fast. Racing. Human. Breathe with me, she says. In. 1, 2, 3. He mirrors her. In. 1, 2, 3. Out. 1, 2, 3. Their faces hover close. Inches apart. Heat sharp. Electric. Dangerous. Ava wants to kiss him. He wants to kiss her. Both know they can't. Not here. Not now. Not with cameras waiting to turn intimacy into ammunition. You're not alone, she whispers. I know, he whispers back. Their breathing sinks. His heartbeat slows. The panic softens. Ava steps back. Go. Speak. Tell the truth. Elliot nods. Walks toward the stage. Ava watches from the wings. Marion stands near the front row. Her assistant beside her. Holding a small medical kit. Black case. Red Cross. Identical to the one that helped Elliot at the restaurant. Ava's phone buzzes. Text from Jordan. The kit. Watch the kit. Elliot steps onto the stage. The applause is polite. Forced. Waiting for him to fail. His monitoring patch buzzes. Once. Twice. Pattern starting. Marion's assistant opens the kit. Pulls out a small device. Aims it toward the stage. Elliot's watch glows red. Alert spiking. Marion watches Ava, not Elliot. Her smile says everything. This was always the plan. The gala livestream begins, and Ava realizes the trap isn't meant to kill Elliot, it's meant to blame her. Elliot's speech starts steady. Donors nod. Cameras zoom tight. Elliot's patch shows a sudden alert. He grips the podium, eyes glassing. Ava can't rush him without looking guilty. She can't stay still without letting him drop. If Elliot falls, Marion controls the story. Ava becomes the obsessed waitress who tampered twice. Marion's eyes flick to a timer on her phone. Elliot searches the crowd and finds Ava. He signs one desperate line with his hand hidden. Stay. Ava uses ASL in plain sight, disguised as nervous hands, sending Milo and Maya a prearranged cue on video call to trigger a remote screen share dump of the server room ankle cam entry onto a public display. If you were watching this live, would you believe Ava or the board? Comment AVA or board. The live stream camera light turns red. Broadcasting. Thousands watching. Maybe millions. Elliot stands at the podium. His hands grip the wood too tight. His voice starts strong. Rehearsed. Safe. Resilience isn't about avoiding fear, Elliot says. It's about functioning through it. Donors nod. Cameras zoom closer. The room watches. Waiting. Marion sits front row. Phone in hand. Screen glowing. Her assistant stands behind her. Medical kit open. Small device visible inside. Remote trigger. Same tech that controlled Derek's device. Same tech that can spike Elliot's patch. Elliot's watch buzzes. Once. Twice. His breathing shifts. Shallow. Fast. Excuse me. Elliot says, voice tight. Aye. His patch glows red through his shirt. Alert starting. Heart rate spiking. Panic visible. The room leans forward. Cameras zoom tighter. Donors whisper. Ava stands near the side door. Every instinct screams to run to him, but she can't. If she rushes the stage, she looks guilty. Obsessed. Tampering. Again. Marion's smile grows. Her eyes flick to Ava, then to her phone. Timer counting down. 30 seconds. Elliot grips the podium harder. His knuckles white. His jaw clenched. Ava pulls out her phone. Opens the video call with Milo and Maya. They're watching the live stream. Waiting. She signs fast. Visible. Deliberate. Upload. Now. 20 seconds. Milo types fast. Executes the script. Remote access to the gala's projection system. The big screen behind Elliot glitches. Static. Then footage. Server room logs. Badge clones. Access timestamps. The ankle cam entry. Proof someone planted surveillance on Ava without her knowledge. Then new footage. Marion's assistant. Tonight. Filming Ava's ankle. Building evidence to frame her. 10 seconds. The room erupts. Whispers turn to shouts. Cameras swing toward Marion. Donors stand. Confusion. Chaos. Marion's face stays calm. She stands. Walks toward the microphone. Her voice cuts through the noise. This is a deep fake, Marion says smoothly. A desperate attempt to discredit this company and its leadership. Then explain the timestamps. Jordan Pike's voice booms from the back. He walks forward. Badge visible. Authority clear. Explain the admin access logs. Explain your assistant's phone footage from tonight. Marion's smile falters. Just slightly. This is absurd, she says. Miss Reed is clearly staging. Miss Reed saved Elliot Crane's life twice. Jordan interrupts. You tried to end it twice. Derek Sloan wasn't working alone. He was working for you. The room freezes. Cameras record everything. The live stream captures it all. Marion's assistant tries to run. Security blocks her. She drops the medical kit. The device inside spills onto the floor. Remote trigger. Wireless. Illegal. Elliot's watch stops buzzing. His breathing steadies. He finds Ava in the crowd. Signs one word. Stay. Ava signs back. Always. Security moves toward Marion. She doesn't run. Doesn't fight. Just smiles. She looks at Ava. Mouths one sentence. You still need that inhaler. Then security drags her away. The big screen glitches. Shows one final image. Derek's eyes at booth 12. Flicking to Ava's ankle. A wine glass reflection shows Marion's assistant in the dining room that night. Proof Derek was signaled. Proof the plan started weeks before Ava ever walked into work. Jordan Pike draws his weapon. Not at Ava, not at Elliot, at Marion. Ballroom freezes. Security staff swarm. Donors back away like money can shield them. Marion claims deepfake, screams Ava is staging it. Legal threatens charges on the spot. Jordan is forced to choose. Protect the board chair or protect the truth. Jordan knows enough to bury everyone. Marion knows enough to bury Jordan. Marion orders Jordan to detain Ava. Elliot's monitor keeps buzzing. A second alert starts. Elliot steps in front of Ava, body shielding hers. Ava grips his jacket from behind, feeling his heartbeat through fabric. Fast, human, breakable. Jordan admits Derek was never alone. Marion funded the restaurant attack to control Elliot's company and his silence, using health data leverage as a leash. Jordan turns over a drive containing the wellness admin access logs and the planted edits. Do you think Jordan is saving Ava or saving himself? Jordan's hand moves to his weapon. The ballroom freezes. Donors gasp. Security staff tense. Every camera in the room turns toward him. His gun doesn't point at Ava. Doesn't point at Elliot. Points at Marion. Don't move, Jordan says. Calm. Authoritative. Final. Marion's face stays composed. Her hands rise slowly. Theatrical. Jordan, what are you doing? My job. Finally. This is a misunderstanding. Miss Reed has manipulated footage. Stop talking. Jordan's voice cuts through her words like steel. I've been your head of security for 6 years. I know what you did. I know how you did it. And I know why. The room is silent. Breathing. Watching. Cameras recording everything. Marion's lawyer steps forward. Mr. Pike, you're making a serious mistake. Put the weapon down before. Before what? Jordan's eyes don't leave Marion. Before she erases me like she erased Derek? Before she frames another innocent person? Marion's smile returns. Cold. Sharp. You have no proof. I have everything. Jordan pulls a small drive from his pocket. Wellness admin access logs. Badge clones. Edited footage. Payment records. Messages between you and Derek Sloan dating back 18 months. Marion's face finally changes. Fear flickers. Just for a second. Jordan, she says softly. We can negotiate. Name your price. There is no price. Jordan turns to the security team. Detain her. Now. 2 officers move forward. Marion steps back. Her voice rises. Shrill. Desperate. This is a setup. Ava Reed is staging this. She's obsessed with Elliot Crane. She infiltrated his company. She planted evidence. Jordan doesn't flinch. Then explain the restaurant footage. Explain Derek's health monitor access. Explain why your assistant was filming Miss Reed's ankle tonight with the same device used at booth 12. Marion has no answer. Her lawyer whispers urgently in her ear. Elliot's patch buzzes again. Stronger. A second alert starting. Ava's chest tightens. She steps toward Elliot. He's pale. Shaking. His body fighting panic his mind can't control. Marion sees it. Smiles. Look at him. Unstable. Unfit. This company needs leadership that doesn't collapse under pressure. Elliot grips the podium. His knuckles white. His breathing shallow. Ava moves fast. Steps in front of him. Her back to the crowd. Her face to his. Look at me, she whispers. Breathe with me. Elliot's eyes find hers. Desperate. Terrified. Human. They breathe together. In 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Behind them, Ava feels the heat of cameras. The weight of judgment. The room watching. Waiting for him to break. Elliot grips her shoulders. His hands shake. But his breathing steadies. Ava grips his jacket from behind. Feels his heartbeat through the fabric. Fast. Human. Breakable. But alive. Security moves toward Marion. She doesn't fight, just smiles at Ava, leans close as they pass. "You still need that inhaler," Marion whispers. "And I know where you keep it." Then security drags her away. The ballroom erupts. Questions. Cameras. Chaos. Jordan approaches Ava, hands her the drive. "This is yours now. Use it." "Why are you helping me?" Ava asks. Jordan's face is unreadable. "Because I'm tired of protecting the wrong people." He walks away. Ava stares at the drive. Evidence. Truth. Power. But Marion's words echo. "You still need that inhaler." 2 weeks later, Ava dies alone. Quiet, ordinary, cruel. After surviving what should have killed her in public. Milo and Maya knock on her door, signing her name, getting no answer. Ava's inhaler is found with a blocked mouthpiece and a cap seated wrong. Small enough to miss, deadly enough to matter. Have you ever noticed life hits hardest after you make it? The night at booth 12 made her famous. The morning she didn't wake up made people finally listen. Marion arrested. Elliot cleared publicly. Jordan disappears into a deal. Investigators replay the restaurant footage again and zoom on Derek's eyes flicking to Ava's ankle. Proof he expected her move. Derek wasn't guessing. He was signaled. A reflection in a wine glass shows Marion's assistant in the dining room that night. Ava's last voicemail to Elliot is soft, unfinished. "I wanted to believe somebody could hold my hand without owning it." If the story hit you, like the video, subscribe for more dramas rooted in real choices and real consequences, and comment what you think truly killed Ava. Panic, pressure, or planning. 2 weeks after the gala, Ava Reed doesn't answer her door. Milo knocks first. 3 times. Signs her name through the wood. "Eva, Eva, Eva." No answer. Maya tries the handle. Locked. She signs to Milo, "Call Elliot." They do. He arrives in minutes. Brings security. Breaks the lock. Opens the door. Ava is on the couch. Eyes closed. Skin pale. Inhaler on the floor beside her. Empty. Used. Useless. The paramedics come. Try. Fail. Pronounce her dead at 9:47 a.m. on a Tuesday morning while the city outside keeps moving like nothing matters. The inhaler is sent to the lab. The report comes back 3 days later, mouthpiece blocked. Cap seated wrong. Small enough to miss during a panic attack. Deadly enough to matter when air won't come. Milo and Maya sit in Elliot's office, signing questions nobody can answer. "Who did this?" "We don't know yet," Elliot says. His voice is hollow, broken. "Did Marion?" "She's in custody. But she has lawyers. Influence. Reach." Maya signs one word. Murder. Elliot doesn't correct her. The news covers Ava's death for 2 days. Hero Waitress dies tragically at 28. The footage replays. Booth 12. The gala. Her face. Her hands. Her courage. Then the city moves on. Another story. Another headline. Another person forgotten. But investigators keep working. They replay the restaurant footage. Frame by frame. Zoom on Derek's eyes. The moment he looked at Ava's ankle. The timing too perfect. The knowledge too precise. Derek wasn't guessing. He was signaled. A tech analyst finds it. A reflection in a wine glass on table 9. Blurry. Small. Easy to miss. Marion's assistant. In the dining room. Phone raised. Filming. Signaling. Coordinating. Derek didn't plan booth 12 alone. He was the weapon. Marion was the hand. And Ava was the witness they couldn't afford to let live. Elliot finds Ava's last voicemail 3 weeks after her funeral. She left it the night of the gala. 2:47 a.m. Her voice soft, tired, real. "Hey, it's me. I know you're probably asleep. I wanted to say thank you for protecting Milo and Maya, for believing me when nobody else did, for teaching me that fear doesn't have to win." Pause. Breathing. "I wanted to believe somebody could hold my hand without owning it. Maybe that's naive. Maybe that's impossible. But for a few seconds tonight, standing next to you, I believed it." The voicemail ends. Unfinished. Interrupted. Gone. Elliot plays it 17 times, then saves it, files it, evidence of what mattered. Marion's trial starts 6 months later. The drive Jordan gave Ava becomes the foundation. Witness testimony, digital forensics, timeline reconstruction. But the inhaler evidence is ruled inconclusive. Possible tampering, probable accident, insufficient proof of intent. Marion is convicted of conspiracy, fraud, and attempted harm against Elliot Crane. 23 years. But not murder. Never murder. Because proving someone taught Ava to doubt her own breath is harder than proving someone stopped it. If the story hit you, like the video, subscribe for more dramas rooted in real choices and real consequences, and comment what you think truly killed Ava. Panic, pressure, or planning. Ava learned the most dangerous weapon isn't the one you see. It's the one that teaches you to doubt your own breath.